I'm Dr. Sabine Smith, and I am Professor of German at Kennesaw State University's Department of Foreign Languages in the German Studies program. Our award winning and highly competitive and wonderful program in German Studies. I've been here since the last century, and I am program coordinator for German Studies and also coordinator for internships, study abroad, domestic learning opportunities, experiential learning, and also for the courses that students take and instructors teach. Studying abroad could mean that you are going to a university and taking a language course for a short amount of time, anywhere from a week to a semester. And you could be living with peers or you could be living with host families. Studying abroad means that you learn language, culture, international things while being away from home, but having protection through a university. So it's a safe experience. Study abroad can be done as part of your regular studies during the semester, and it can be done in the breaks in between. So if you have a curriculum that is very tightly knit, you can use the summers or semester breaks in order to go and do study abroad, or you can spend a whole academic year in a different country. You can be at other universities that have a contract with KSU, both in the United States and Canada and all around the world. Oftentimes, these programs are much more expensive. We're looking at about $7,000 to $8,000 per semester. We have cheaper opportunities in our program because we have partner institutions, and those are much more affordable, ranging from, let's say, $700 for a semester worth of study to more expensive ones. Münster WebDAV is a university program that was found by one of our own KSU German Studies students because it was affordable, convenient, easy to navigate, and all around really wonderful. It is noteworthy that study abroad is oftentimes pricey. This one isn't. They organize for you a month-long or more than a month-long program by giving you a course, by providing you with housing, and by even organizing some over the weekend activities. You pay for the equivalent of a KSU semester course, only 350 euros, which is about $400. And you pay for housing at the cutthroat rate of the same price, about $400 for the month-long stay, which is much cheaper than if you were to stay at KSU for a month. So you should care about Münster because it can catapult you forward in your German studies curriculum by taking a month and earning a semester's worth of course credit. Anybody's eligible to participate in the program. You don't have to be a German studies major, minor, or even an enrolled student yet. If you want to go, we will help you go, and we will also potentially fund you to go. There is about $1,500 per student available per year that will offset the cost for flying over there, which is about $750 to $950, and about $800 for housing and course tuition for a month. So anybody can go, no German proficiency requirement, nor German studies major minor requirement. Better preparation will yield better results. We urgently recommend that you prepare during spring of a year for the summer experience, and that you do that early on in order to get all your ducks in a row. Ideally, you would communicate with me at the beginning of February and then advance to communicating with study abroad by March if you're looking at going into Münster at the earliest, usually at the beginning of June. In the WebDAV Münster program, you will take German language and culture courses at your level of expertise together with other international students from around the world. But if you were to go to Münster, roughly 1 month equals one course per semester. So some students have been able to max out and go to Münster for 3 months, so they get 3 courses out of that. Münster is maybe not as well known as Berlin and Hamburg, but Münster has a huge history behind it, and it is, demographically speaking, a very young city. It's considered the bicycle capital of the country, and it has a huge university of close to 50,000 students. The summer in which we do our WebDev program has obviously a lot of international students in the WebDev program, students who come from all around the world, making it a very international city. It's very affordable in terms of cost of living, and this is a distinct benefit in comparison to cities like Hamburg, Berlin, and Munich. And lastly, Münster is in an area where the dialectal variants are not as pronounced as, for example, in Bavaria or in the area around Stuttgart. So you get a very pure German that you will find easier to understand and communicate with than in some of the other parts of Germany. You have the option of living with a host family or living with other international students in a shared student flat. You would live there in close proximity to public transportation, or you can rent a bicycle for as little as $20 a month and be on your own in transportation. Eating is subsidized in terms of cost at the university, where you can get a breakfast or a lunch for under $5. Students also report that they can go to a cafe and order something from the street food for a meal for under $3. So getting food and living is really pretty easy in Germany. Making the most begins with proper preparation. Part of your credit-bearing coursework will be that you identify what are your interests, where will you live, how do you navigate the public transportation system to get from where you live to where you take classes, and all of that is part of the course credit. Having that preparational work done ahead of time will have you have a much better experience once you're on the ground. And that includes also, where are tourist sites that are of interest to me? Am I more a nature person or am I more a museum person? Do I like to hang out in street cafes? Where is a vegan restaurant that I need to find? Where can I do my shopping? How far is it from where I live? All of that should be done ideally ahead of time and with the support that, of course, electronic communication makes available to us.